Hello everyone, a very Merry Christmas to one and all. It's been a while since I was posting my discussions about the earth and life science on TikTok, and now I am very grateful to God that I was able to create those contents and to continue this discussion through this platform. Now let's focus on another important discussion in earth and life science. Earth and life science, nonetheless, asexual reproductions. What is reproduction? Reproduction is an ability of an organism to reproduce, to regenerate, to replicate its kind. So, ibig sabihin ito ang kakayahan ng isang organismong magparami. Okay, magparami. Without or with partners. Asexual reproduction is without partner. Let me clear this discussion. Asexual reproduction is without partner. It has the ability of an organism to reproduce despite of lacking of partner. So, kahit na wala siyang kapartner, pwede ba yon? Yun yung tanong ng mga estudyante ka sa akin. Yes, in asexual reproduction, it is very possible. Not the human, but those organisms that was under the asexual reproduction category. Okay, so what's the importance of reproduction? The importance of reproduction is it maintain its kinds, or it has the ability to avoid those organisms turn into an extinct. So, ibig sabihin, ito yung nagpapanatili ng kanilang lineage. It maintain its lineage. So, if the organism doesn't have the ability to reproduce, their lineage is in danger. So, that's the importance of reproduction to every living organism. Moreover, if something or someone categorized as living organism, they or he, she, it should possess the ability to reproduce. So, ibig sabihin, kung ikaw ay living organism, you should have the ability to reproduce. Okay, now let's move on to the discussions about the different types of asexual reproduction. Let me first discuss this ability of an organism to reproduce its kinds through replicating the body of an organism. Example, the bacteria. In the commercial of safeguard, you soon find out that those bacteria could replicate of its kind in every second. So, dalawa lang siya. We called it binary fission. From the word binary, dalawa lamang. It replicates, it reproduces of its kind by means of regenerating, reproducing from itself by twos. So, dalawa. Okay, that's binary fissions. Amoeba, it has the ability to produce through binary fissions. And one more types of asexual reproduction is fragmentations. What is this fragmentation? From the word fragment. So, it means that there is something that was cut. Okay, what is this one? This one is a paper. Okay, example, this is the starfish. And now, it was cut up into two. And eventually, you will see that this part that was cutted was regenerated into a new part. And this one was regenerated into new parts. So, those cutted parts was reproduced another kind of organism. We called it fragmentations. In the other word, kapag nahiwa yun, nakat yung starfish, or starfish is the best example of fragmentations, that cutted part can reproduce, can regenerate. Okay? So, nakakahanga ang ability ng starfish and the other. Okay, another one is the budding. Budding is an ability of an organism to reproduce the miniature of its kind. Example, this is the hydra, a best example for budding. And you will see that there are some parts of Hydra that was growing on the body of the Hydra. The bulge or the miniature is called bud. So we call it budding. Budding is an ability of organism to produce bud or miniature of its parents. Another thing is the let me think about this. I was lacking of word. Ayan, the virgin birth. Kalimutan ko, ganda pa naman. The virgin birth is ability of an organism to produce even without partner. Okay, one of my very favorite animal, or insect rather, is bee. Bee has ability to reproduce, especially to be particular, the drone. We have 3 different types of bees: the queen, the drone, and the worker. The queen is female, the drone is male, and the worker is either female or either male. But the drone has the ability to reproduce even without mate, kahit wala siyang kapartner. So that is parthenogenesis. From the word partheno, meaning virgin, birth. It can reproduce even the organism is virgin. So that parthenogenesis. And that concludes our discussion. Let me sum up those different kinds of asexual reproduction. First, binary. It can produce its kind. Like for example, this one become 2. So that is binary fission. Example of that is amoeba. Second one, fragmentation. The gutted part could regenerate its part, its gutted part. And the third is the parthenogenesis, ability of an organism to reproduce even it has no partner. And the last one is the body, ability of an organism to reproduce of its kind, and its part has a bulge or miniature, maliit na bahagi lamang. And I am sure that you learn a lot from these discussions. Let me see your comments on the below comment sections by typing yes ma'am, by typing any comment. It could be positive or I hope not negative. And Merry Christmas to everyone, and have a prosperous New Year. Thank you so much for tuning in and watching my YouTube account. Thank you so much.
Merry Christmas!
Merry Christmas daw, sabi ni Kian.